What's up YouTube, Kingler Champ here, and welcome to a Pokemon League series that I'm going to be posting on my channel. I'm a little behind on this, but it's okay. I'm just going to kind of put out the content now, and then every Saturday I'll have a battle that goes up, and maybe Thursday I might have a prep video. I'm not sure about that just about yet, but this one is week 1 battle. It's going up against John or Scotty Dr. Pepper of the Houston Rocketots. My team is also the Baltimore Blastburns, so if you want to see a video on what my team, like my full entire team is, I can make that. But as of this battle, I brought Clefable, Donphan, Chandelure, Skuntank, Quagsire, and Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor is my Mega, obviously, and then he has Mega Manectric as his Mega. So this is the PMU, the Pokemon Masters United, I believe. I hope that's right. If not, I look like an idiot, but it's okay. So when I was going into this battle, I really had no idea what I wanted to lead in with. I looked at his team and I'm like, I'm not sure what I want to start with. So I honestly forget who I led off with, because I tried to record this a while ago, but it just, the audio and the video didn't sync up at all. So I led with Gengar, the Clefable, as he lead with his Crobat, which is not very ideal for me because I don't want to take a Sludge Bomb. So I switch out into my Mega Scizor, predicting a Sludge Bomb or a Sludge Wave. And luckily enough, he does go for the Cross Poison. Then he's going to switch out, but I do have Pursuit on my Mega Scizor, so I go ahead and Pursuit him as he leaves. So that was a good prediction on my part. I did make a couple good plays here at the very beginning. You'll see those. That U-turn, or that Pursuit being one of them. So then he decides to go into his Lucario, and I'm like, I probably could stay in against this thing. But I decided to switch out. I figured out at that point that I did not have U-turn, so I decided to switch out into Chandelure, which is not a very good idea because I was Choice Scarf, didn't have an Air Balloon. So I take an Earthquake, and that's going to destroy Super Hot, unfortunately. So now I'm already down 1 Pokemon, so it's already 5-6. And find out that he is Life Orbed, so I go into Quagsire. I know Quagsire can take whatever he wants to throw at me from this Lucario. Even with Life Orb and probably Max Attack, that thing, was, doing not that much damage. So I go ahead for the Earthquake. Figured that could do enough to this Lucario, and it does. Luckily enough, I don't think the crit mattered. So I take down Lucario. Now it's 5-5. I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. I think I'm doing pretty solid. So he goes into K-Wiz or the Celebi, which ends up being a problem because I don't want to take a Giga Drain. So I decide to switch out. I go into Lepew, which is my Skuntank, who I need to idolize more. He should have done better this week than what he did, but they go for a Giga Drain as I predicted. So Celebi's going to switch out, so I do get the Pursuit off, luckily enough, and it does over half. So I'm like, all right, sweet. So if he tries to bring Celebi back out, I can should be able to do enough to it. So goes into Seismitoad, and I'm trying to think to myself what this Seismitoad can do, and I didn't think it could do anything. I knew I wanted to set up Rock, so I went for the Taunt. Go ahead, get the Taunt gone, or not Taunt gone, get the Stealth Rocks from not coming in, and then I go for the Sucker Punch, predicting him to, well, he either had to switch out there or use their attacking move. So he goes for a knockoff, gets rid of my Black Sludge. That's quite unfortunate because I don't have any way to heal Lepew back up. I think I have Wish on my Clefable, but I didn't want to do that. So I went for a Poison Jab, hoping for a Poison. Didn't get it. He goes for a Scald. Doesn't do too much, but I don't want to get burned because I don't want to lose half my attack. The Taunt did wear off, so I figured he's probably going to set up his Stealth Rocks now. But it's not too big of a deal because my Pokemon aren't really affected by it. So right here I was hoping to get burned because I am Magic Guard, so I wouldn't get hurt by it and it wouldn't affect my moves. So I was really hoping to get burned there, and unfortunately I did not. Goes for another knockoff, knocks off my life orb. And I just decide I'm going to set up Calm Minds. This thing has nothing that it can really do to me. I mean, if it scalds me, I will get burned and it won't matter because I'm Magic Guard. So I'm just out here, I'm like, I'm going to try to bulk up some, see what I can do. So, ends up setting up the Stealth Rocks as I think I go for a Moonblast here. No, I go for a Wish because I figured he was going to attack me again. But he did set up the Stealth Rocks instead. So he's getting a little bit of HP. I'm about to get some HP. And then he withdraws his Seismitoad. Goes into K-Wiz to Celebi. And I didn't realize how much a threat Celebi was. It's been a very long time since I actually Wi-Fi battled, and I'm trying to get back into it. So I go for a Moonblast and almost get the kill on the Celebi. So it is almost dead. It gets some leftovers. I'm not looking too worried about this thing now. But he goes for a Protect. And I decided to go for an Ice Beam, revealing that I have Ice Beam, and he's just continually getting health. So he gains some HP. Then he goes for a Thunder Wave here, which is a very big problem. I didn't realize how big of a problem Thunder Wave is. But so I got paralyzed there. I was not able to finish it off, which is a very big problem. The Celebi is kind of bad for my team. It just kind of stalls out, and it's not something I want to do with. So he goes out into his Volcanion, which I honestly had no idea what to do against. I've never battled Volcanion, but I get the double para, which was very unfortunate. I wasn't trying to do anything with that. So he goes for a Fire Blast, and I'm just like, alright, I'm going to Moonblast, I guess. No matter what, if he wants to bring Celebi back in, Moonblast will kill it. So he goes for a Sludge Wave, and that's not going to take me out. Almost. So I go for a Wish here, figuring I might as well get some HP back for some Mon, if it's not Clefable. So I decided to save Clefable for a little bit. Switch out into Thirsty, predicting like a water move of some sort. Take some Stealth Rock damage, and he goes for Earth Power. So I'm like, okay. Takes me down to 2 HP. I do get the Wish, so I'm back up to half. And then I get some more leftovers. And I'm looking, I'm still looking pretty good for just taking what I just did. I was going to switch out. I believe he switches it into... Okay, he switches into his Crobat. So I go for a Toxic, trying to whittle down the Volcanion, and he predicts it. It goes into Bishop. And I'm like, oh man, this isn't good. So I decided to switch out. Don't want to take a Cross Poison or whatever this thing wants to do. So I decided to go into Luda, the Donphan. I'm like, I'm going to try to set up my own rocks and Rapid Spin his rocks out. So it goes for a U-turn. Good move on his part, just scouting out, what he can. Crobat's very good for that. He goes back into Seismitoad, which is a good prediction. I mean, Seismitoad can do a lot to me, and especially if I wanted to Rapid Spin away the Stealth Rocks. So it goes for a knockoff here, gets rid of my Weakness Policy. I'm not sure why I was running Weakness Policy. I don't know, it wasn't a bad idea, I guess. If I go ahead and sell my own Stealth Rocks, I know he has nothing to take him away. He might have Defog on his Crobat, but I wasn't sure at this point. So it does go for the Toxic. I think he was anticipating me switching out. He just wanted to get Toxic off on another Mon. So I can't really do anything to this Seismitoad. I know this. I don't have any Energy Ball users or anything like that. Because my Chandelure died like first turn. But it's okay. He tries to set up Stealth Rocks again, but he's faster, so I was kind of confused about that because I couldn't Rapid Spin. I wouldn't go first with the Rapid Spin. So I decided I'm just going to do some damage to this thing. So I go for an Ice Shard thinking it's faster. I might as well try to do something. I know he's going to try to kill me here. So it does go for the Scald. Finishes me off. So at this point, it's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot. So I decided to go into Iron Man. I figured I might as well try to hit this thing. So I go for Pursuit. I thought he was going to switch out here, but he ends up staying in, which was a bad play on my part, because you know what happens? He goes for his Scald, and he gets the burn. That's the worst part about Mega Scizor, is Scald users just burn the shit out of me all the time. So now my stats are halved, or my attack's halved, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go for like Bullet Punch or something. So it continues to go for Scald, you know, just kind of whittle me down. And the set that I'm running on this Scizor, which wasn't the best one, was Pursuit, Bullet Punch, Roost, and Swords Dance. So I didn't even have any Bugs move. I really wish I would have had U-Turn. It would have been very helpful. So I'm burnt. He's just going for knockoff. I'm not sure what he was doing at this point. He should have... I guess he was anticipating me switching or not having Roost, which I would have probably predicted me not to have Roost, but I'm just going to continue to go for Roost. I'm like, I'm going to be as much of a pain to this thing. Even though he's getting leftovers, I figured me getting half my health back is probably good too. But I know I need to take this thing down. So it gains a little bit of HP. I'm still burned. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to get my half attack back. So I decided to go for a Swords Dance. As he goes for a Scald. Takes me down to 49. The burn's going to take me down to like 30 something. 27. Same thing. So now he finally withdraws, and I did go for a Pursuit here. I'm not sure what I was predicting or what, but I go for the Pursuit, and I actually got it. So I was very good with my Pursuits. I was like 3 for 4 in this match. So he decides to go into his Mega Manectric, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go for a Bullet Punch just to get some damage off on this thing. Because Mega Scizor at this point is kind of a lost cause. It's not... and with that Intimidate, I was even in worse shape. But it did a decent amount. I was surprised. He's going to go for a Volt Switch. Takes out my Mega, unfortunately. So I decide to go into... Actually, I waited for him to switch. He goes into his Celebi, which I know I didn't want to deal with. I knew this thing should have been dead a while ago, but because I got double parried, it was not happening. So I decided to go into like Pew again, and I figured I'd go for a Pursuit or a Sucker Punch. But he goes for a Protect, which was very unfortunate and stally. I go for a Pursuit. I'm like, okay, I know how this is gonna go. I know exactly how this is gonna go. He's just gonna stall me out. I go for Sucker Punch, predicting him to just kind of go for a Giga Drain. I'm not sure why I predicted that, but he goes for a Thunder Wave. So now I'm definitely slower. Thunder Wave was definitely my downfall in this battle. So he goes for Protect. He's just kind of gaining HP back. And it didn't really matter because I was paralyzed. So I got triple parried this entire match. I think I might have gotten another 1 or 2 here closer at the end. So he goes for a Leech Seed, and just being a very... Oh, yeah, there's another pair. I got double parried twice. Twice this game. Which, with that Leech Seed, I would have went for a Pursuit, and K-Wiz should have been dead. But, I kind of got haxed. Just kind of how my battles go. I don't know what it is about me. I always get some hacks against me. I don't get too much for myself. Maybe my luck will change farther into the season. I'm not sure how many weeks there are. I want to say there's like 10. Maybe I forget how many. But he goes for Giga Drain. He's just pretty much getting health back at this point. I'm almost dead. He's almost back at full when he shouldn't have been. So I go for a Taunt. I'm not sure why. I think at this point I just kind of accepted defeat. So he gets some more HP, and then finally finishes me off with the Leech Seed. So it's not good. Not good at all. So pretty much I go into not Gengar here, who's going to die to... Oh no, won't die to Stealth Rocks because Magic Guard. But sends out Bishop, and I knew there was nothing I could do to this thing. I forget, did I go for Ice Beam? I might have gotten Parrot, actually. No, I went for Wish. So I made this battle go on a little bit longer than it should have. I go for Wish. I should have went for Ice Beam there. I'm not sure why I didn't. But he cross poisons me. And Clefable's down. And then it's only Thirsty left. So, as you can tell, I got 5-0'd. It was very unfortunate. It should have been closer than that. I should have been able to kill the Celebi, and I should have been able to kill this Crobat. But it happens. It's okay. It's only week 1. Maybe I can make a bounce back next week. And yeah, so like I said, I'm a little behind with posting these videos. So this was the 2 weeks before the 4th of July, and then this one was a week before the 4th, or not this one. This one was a week before, or 2 weeks before the 4th of July. The next one that you're going to see maybe today is also, that's week 2, and that was the week before the 4th of July. So, starting off 0-1 against Scotty Dr. Pepper of the Houston Rocketots in the PMU. Very unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. It definitely happens. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.